This top one is an arrow, because this negation only applies to that bracket, this to this. This is an arrow, which means we can't do anything with this until we have that, which we do not. So that goes on pause.
So we do the confusion first.
Yep. This one is a negation, which is one of the rules you automatically do with a high priority.
Right.
To prove that, you say, right.
An assumption block.
Yep, you assume that and show that's crazy, so it must not be true.
Oh.
So that's our negation introduction. And it'll be from our new block, which is 3 and 4. This is our assumption. First line's always an assumption.
Right.
So we're going to assume something, show it's crazy, so it's not that thing.
Right.
Okay.
Awesome.
Now, no particular plan, but this is a conjunction. I'm just going to break it down because it might be useful. It's always safe to do, even if it's a bit boring. If you don't have anything obvious, you can always break it down and hope. Because sometimes that lets you see what's happening. If you had some sort of automatic rule, I'd do that first, but this is right. What can I do with a P or a Q? Ugh, that's not getting us anywhere, I say. So now, I have to use this somehow. Better panic.
So if you don't know that not P or not Q is true, then we're just going to put it there, right?
Yeah, so if we did have this,
Yeah.
then we would get this,
Yeah.
and that would contradict here.
Right.
So we have to use this somewhere, so we're going to guess that we're going to use it at the bottom here.
We're going to assume it is it.
Oh, so it's not going to be an assumption. We're going to guess that it is, and we have to prove each of these lines.
Okay, cool.
So this is why the bottom, because this has to be proved.
Okay, cool.
So if we can prove this from all of this, then by this arrow we will get this, and then this contradicts this, which gives our contradiction.
Right.
Okay, so this is our.
What numbers would you do?
Let's see. I wrote them down.
7 and
6, 7, 8. Yep. And you can write them in either order. I don't know which order I wrote them in.
Okay.
Right.
So that doesn't matter, right?
No. It's just an idea of, it's literally which order you wrote them down on the page in.
Okay.
And so normally I sort of write them this way, but
Mhm.
sometimes you write this way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't have a proof for this, and that's what we really need, but this one comes from 7 and 1.
Okay.
That's why we chose it. And we then use 1, and that gives us this, which gives us our contradiction from 3 and 8, and we got rid of our falsum. Now we're not sure the falsum came from here. This is a bit of a guess, so this is a bit of a tactical choice at this point. We couldn't see how else we could get a negation, and we wanted one. So now we need to prove that. Well, that's not obvious, but it's a negation.
Negation. So,
So
we
we
can
can
make an assumption block.
Yep, so we can just roll it out and hope. And that's 9 and 10. So it's an assumption, and then 7 follows from 9 to 10, and we've introduced a negation. Okay. So there's lots of things that
So
could be
we've
a
got
negation.
or
here.
as the main operator, don't we now?
Yeah, we did or as the main operator, and we're trying to prove a falsum.
Yeah.
And there's not much else we can do. We've already used this one up, we used that one up, so we probably have to break this one up. So
we
we're
have
going to,
a negation P and negation Q.
yep, each of their own assumption blocks, and each of them you have to prove whatever you're trying to prove anyway. So you can prove it under one assumption, you can prove it under the other, then you can prove it no matter which one it is. So this is 11, 12, 13, 14, and this comes from getting rid of this, the disjunction in our reasoning blocks 11 to 12 and 13 to 14. That's where we broke this down. Now we've got 2 smaller problems, and I think both of these are manageable. Assumption. These are both manageable. We have to prove a contradiction from not P and the rest of these, which includes P. So from 5 and 11, we've already got our contradiction in there. And similarly from our not Q and our
Sorry,
Q up
could
here.
you do that step again? The on which you did for line 12 for 5 and 11. What did you do over here?
So I need a contradiction.
Yeah.
Looking up here, I've got a not P and a P.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
Is it 5 and 11? Or 5 and...
So lots of reasons why I couldn't have used that. It's below,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
So I just
yeah.
wrote the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then we can do the
We know
same for
this.
the Q as well.
Yep. So the Q, we've got a not Q and
So
a Q. So it'll be 6
6
and
and
13. Then I'll write a 10 just for people, and then we're done. So up till here, you sort of, so this was our only choice, and then everything else after that was kind of like automatically unrolling, and it all just happened.
Okay.
So there was a bit of a guess on 8, but everything else was just unrolling rules. Until a